How's it going, peeps? It's your boy DVD again. I usually say how's it going, happy peeps, hand claps and bullshit. I'm not happy, so I'm not gonna get happy. It's not a good time. It's not a good time to be an Arsenal fan as well. First and foremost, thank you for all the love, for the birthday wishes, guys. It was an awesome birthday. It's lovely. I appreciate all the love that you guys gave me. My body is still recovering. My equilibrium is still out, and I'm still sweating like all the alcohol out of the weekend. So probably gonna take me another couple of days to recover, but I just say no present time like your birthday to enjoy yourself. Anyway, where do I begin? Let's start with last week against Victoria's Secret FC. Now, me personally, the way this team played against us, I didn't have any expectations going there to win. Anyway, it's a dull affair, it's a shit game. Like, the whole season has been shit. Boring, sideways, no direction passing. It's just a whole lot of crap football cuck that's going on. And we get a set piece and we score. Now it looks like we're turning into a set piece FC because we don't create chances anymore no matter who's on the pitch. Okay, that moment you think, okay, look, there's a couple of minutes to go. There's like 5 minutes left. Surely, after given what everything is going on, right? Let's just see this. Let's just see it out. Anyway, Victoria player breaks on the line, whoops the ball in. We cleared for a moment for brief spell. The ball events up in the air. There's about 6 Arsenal defenders around. This guy hits a bicycle in the net, 1-1. Now ready. 6 Arsenal players. The one player gets the ball. Equalized the game, means 1-1. Which I would think we didn't really deserve anything out of the game. Although it could have been a game where we turned the corner. Then comes Leicester. No one gives us a chance. I didn't give us a chance. I certainly didn't think we were going to go over there and beat them. Look away Brendan Rodgers has them playing. Okay? Had an awesome day with friends and had a lovely day. We come back, we watch the game. And for brief spell, I didn't think Leicester were that good. I actually thought we could nick it. Lacazette must look. The game starts, and I see Lacazette and Aubameyang out wide. Okay? Again, I see Guendouzi catching on shit as always. Ozil is smothered. Ozil has nowhere to go. And then to credit to Leicester, they score. But what does my nuts in is the first goal. They're passing the ball out wide. There's about 4 Arsenal players standing again. Now surely you learn from what happened in the week. You learn from that. Okay, don't stand and look at the fucking plants. Move, tackle, go with your runners. It's basic defending. What happens? Leicester spring a nice passing move over to the cross. Vardy's alone in acres of space. Tap in, 1-0. Game done. We're not the fuck gonna come back. We haven't come back. We haven't showed proper resilience for me this season. The only resilience we've shown was against Aston Villa, and that was a home game. We haven't shown away from home that we've got any fight or battle in us, and this is coming on from last year already. The game goes on, and it's just the same old boring shit. We're not going nowhere. And boom, Madison 2-0. Now for me, personally, I lost my shit. You can ask my wife, I broke a chair even. That's how pissed off I was. Because for me, I'm seeing the same shit week in, week out. Same old cut defending. Same old mistakes. Same old ball watching. Sheffield United's goal. Ball into the box. Everyone stands. Ball watch striker who hasn't scored whole season, who hasn't got, you always know when it comes up against Arsenal, this guy hasn't scored until he was in high school, and all of a sudden if he's playing Arsenal, you know he's going to score. Boom, he scores. And we never looked like we are going to get back into the game. Now, surely for me, that you have to ask questions, because this is not one isolated performance. This is coming on from last year. This is coming since our defeat against Crystal Palace, and since then, we went to Leicester, got battered 3-0. Okay, we were 10 men, Ainsley got sent off, but still, we were never going to win that game in any case. We went to Wolves, we got battered there as well. Wolves is another team we played now and this time, so maybe surely with these games against Wolves, Palace, Leicester, you want to exercise some demons. If anything, for me, we are regressing, we're going fucking backwards. We're going nowhere. There's no style of play. I mean, before with Arsenal, you could say under Wenger at least, and don't get me wrong, I don't want Wenger back. But at least under Wenger, we're going to attack this team. Wenger doesn't worry. He's going to attack this team to hell with what happens at the back. We'll concede goals, but I know for a fact we're going to score. We're not even creating chances anymore. There's absolutely nothing going on. Now, clearly for me, what I've seen over the past couple of weeks, since last season, coming on again, I start with Crystal Palace because that was the catalyst. That's where Emery's bullshit started, was tinkering with a winning formation. That game against Palace, since then, we've gone backwards. There isn't one proper performance that I can honestly say, this was Arsenal. We deserve to win this game. We were all over them. Even the 2 games that we won this season, against Newcastle, Burnley I think we've won, and Villa, we could have easily lost those games. So, I'm not seeing a team that's going forward. I'm not seeing a team that's properly coached, number one. And I'm not seeing a team that is going to get any better under this man. He has to be answered. The questions need to be answered of him now, number one. I know the players are to blame, but the thing with him is, last year he was a free ride. He got the free ride for a whole season. We're now a couple of games into the season, we're like, what, 12, 13? Fuck, I don't even know anymore. I just see us losing and throwing every week. And here's a manager that still doesn't know his best team. So, surely somewhere questions need to be asked. I look at the loss in Baku. That was our biggest game in 10 years. Look how we just rolled over and died. First off, we were okay. Boom, 1 goal, Giroud scores. Boom, Pedro. Then the Hazard show started, and that was it. We haven't fully recovered. Now, this is what does my nuts in. The next day, a couple of days after the board come out, we're hearing a lot of noise from the fans, and we're going through something bad has happened at the club. Hold on a minute, go look at Leicester. Last year, Leicester's owner passed away. That man did wonders for their team. They lost that guy. That guy was instrumental in them winning the league. Is Leicester any better than us last year? Were Leicester in a worse position, people? Or were they in a better position than us last year at the end of last season? They were a banter team. They were worse off. Brendan Rodgers had come in, and near the end of the season you could see here's a Tillemans, here's a Madison, here's a Ndidi, someone that protects. He put his arm around Vardy, he's getting the best out of that again, and I'll come into that again as the reason why I'm saying that. So don't tell me that Leicester were better off than us last season. No, they weren't. Unai Emery got these players that he wanted in this team. Now it's time for you to make them gel. What do? I'm seeing Pepe that can't even score from open play. But my man got 22 goals and more than 10 assists last season. I'm seeing 2 of the most clinical strikers in the Premier League isolated up front. No service whatsoever, reliant on 1 chance per game. Is that good enough? No. I look at a team like Liverpool, and don't get me wrong, we are miles off Liverpool right now. But what I see with Liverpool is continuity. Yes, Klopp makes the odd change there and there, but you know for a fact Fabinho is going to play. You know for a fact Gini Wijnaldum is going to play in that midfield. You know for a fact Henderson will start 9 times out of 10. It was only up at Old Trafford where I see him taking him off. You know for a fact that Robertson is going to start at left back. You know for a fact that Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to start there. You know exactly how Firmino is going to drop off and how he's going to support those 2 speedsters. They have an identity. They have a style of play. They are coached. They are drilled properly. I look at Arsenal. I see a fucking circus. Everyone's just a free-for-all. There's one towards there in the beer garden. There's one there in the tornado. There's one there on the swings. The midfield looks disjointed. Every week in, week out, nobody knows who they're going to play. You sign Kieran Tierney, who's one of the best centre-backs. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm getting a bit too riled. Who's one of the best left-backs in Scotland. You sign him. People are rating him as close to Robertson. I'm still seeing fucking the moron, what's his name, Kolasinac, playing week in, week out in the Premier League. Premier League is your bread and butter. He's playing Kolasinac week in, week out. But you're playing Kieran Tierney in the freaking Europa League. We don't need him to play there. We're virtually through in Europa League. We need to pick up points in the league. Kieran Tierney, technically, by my understanding, is more match fit than Hector Bellerin. But I'm seeing Hector Bellerin play again over the weekend, which is fine because we need him to play. He did well, I must say he did well. He showed what he fought. But I'm still seeing this moronic idiot of a Hulk, muscle, useless, clueless, brainless twat playing on left back week in, week out. I'm still seeing my defensive midfielder further forward than Mesut Ozil. Why? I'm still seeing Guendouzi. I don't know what is his obsession with Guendouzi, but I think Guendouzi needs to be taken out of the firing line. Yes, he has tried, but for me personally, Guendouzi has only played 2 solid 45-minute games, not the 90 minutes. He is not consistent and he is not the answer. I'm seeing Danny Ceballos, who came and looked like something, a bright spark against Burnley, the creative genius that he's got, but now it's looked like he's also fallen off the wayside and joined in. You either stand out of shit or you become the shit that you are in. So I don't know where it's gonna go. Then the fact that they back him, give him until January with this before they give him the sack. Why not change now? Have you seen our games until then? We play Southampton, who's our bogey team. Do I think we can beat Southampton? No, I don't think that. I also see in December we've got Bournemouth away. We have got Everton away. We all know what happened with us at Everton last year. We play City as well in December, the 15th of December, and then we play Manchester United. Now, what did United do when Solskjaer came in? Give him a couple of easy, winnable games. Our next 3 game fixtures, dare I say it, are winnable, but this is Arsenal. We make it hard for ourselves. But get a new manager in, let him get a platform to go into the December period, because that's when the business end of shit starts. Now you're going to give Unai Emery, who's going nowhere with anything, this couple of games so that it can get worse. And I'm promising you now, you can save this video. Mark my words, on the 1st of January, we will be in the bottom of it. It continues to go on like this because it's shit. It's week in, we're getting worse and we're getting worse, whatever. Now, I know your next question you're going to ask me is, but Devin, who would you bring in? I've gotten a lot of flack for this and I've gotten a lot of stick for this. My personal opinion, my first choice is Allegri, but the way I know Allegri is a smart man. He doesn't want to come to a place where there's a whole lot of pressure already on him. So he's not going to come to us. I've written it off already. Allegri might have his eyes set on Bayern Munich. Me personally, for a quick fix, I'd go with Jose Mourinho. Why? Jose Mourinho will sort our defense out. He can do... It can't get any worse. It cannot get any worse. He will have us play a counter-attacking style of football. From what I've heard from him, again, like I've said, from what I've heard, he's got the right style. He's playing the players that he would play, the players that I would want to play. Now, with Arsenal, how nice would it be if you can sit and absorb? Obviously, with our weak defense, you can't absorb too much. But imagine us going forward on the counter-attack. You've got Aubameyang, you got Pepe, you got Laka, you got Ozil in behind them. You got maybe a Danny Ceballos, you got Torreira there, who was one of the best defensive mids at the World Cup. So I would go Mourinho. If not Mourinho, give it to Freddy. At the end of the season, maybe, again, like I'm coming to, I'd even go Chris Wilder. Again, to add insult to injury, the next day on Sunday. This is now, let's take Leicester out of the equation. I come the next day and I want to watch the highlights of the previous day. Because I only saw results, I only got home like before the Arsenal game started. So I saw Tottenham and Sheffield United drew, so I wanted to see because there was quite a few VAR controversy going on there. I looked at Sheffield United. Are you trying to tell me that even though not one of these Sheffield United players on paper might not get into the team, but surely some of them can come into Arsenal's team and do a job? Because we know Arsenal fans, we want the glamour signings, but how about getting the dirty signing for once? We turned our nose up at Johnny Evans the other day. Johnny Evans and Chagla Soyuncu kept us out the other day. Why didn't we purchase Soyuncu? I looked at Sheffield United, a team that is well drilled. They know what they're going to do. They pass and move. Yes, people laughed at them when they said about the overlapping centre-backs, but it works for them. You only have to look at Lundstram and how many goals he's scoring. So I'm seeing a Sheffield United team that's laying above us and deservedly above us, drilled properly. Even Frank Lampard, he's Chelsea. People are saying, yes, he's got a young squad, he's got nothing to lose. I looked at them against Ajax, they went 4-1 down. Now, I know it was 9 men or whatever, but can any Arsenal fan tell me if that was Arsenal and they go 4-1 down at home to Ajax, what would happen? Are they going to make it 4-4 and even go on to win the game? Fuck no. They're going to drop their heads, they're going to sulk and do play their crabby style football. So, that's my take on it. That is my rant. Again, it's going to get worse, but I cannot go on like this. I've seen murmurs of Arteta that's linked with Everton. Look, don't get me wrong, he was a hero at Everton. Although I don't want, me personally, he's more of a long-term manager trying to build his career. If you're going to go someone that's new in the game, I'd rather go with Steven Gerrard, who also is doing quite well with Rangers. So, I don't know, people. There's going to be many more rants from me this coming season. It's a long season. Look, even United that I was bantering up are now fucking right on our asses. Tottenham, they might be going through shit, but I can guarantee you they're going to get their shit together. And then where's that going to leave us? We could even fucking end up 8th, 9th, 10th. Who knows? So, let me know what you guys think. That's my rant for the day. Again, no, I'll end up by saying Unai Emery out. I think he is out of his depth. He's a manager out of his depth. I'll close off by saying that it cannot go on like this. The frustration is going to continue. And it's hard for Arsenal fans actually, because at a time at the beginning of the season we're actually starting to believe, like, after the first 2 games we're never going to go to Liverpool and win, but the way things have just fallen off. And it's different if you can see a team playing and creating and doing something, but when you create nothing, you can't rely on an odd set piece to get you out of jail. So yeah, like I said, people, I'm out of here. That's my rant for the day. Again, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. It's your boy DVD, and I'm out.
After a year and a half of believing all of the quotes that you say are misleading. Too many shots to be faced, now we're bleeding. How many times do we flop and we're leading? Now we're just sitting there praying you're leaving. Sorry and now you just had a bad evening. I'm sorry and now you just had a bad evening. I chat shit but I know my facts. My attitude for being injured or holding back. On the wrong path feel like cul-de-sac. If you don't change you know you're sacked. Good performance, I've not seen one. Boring matches, what have we won? Playing football doesn't seem fun. We're not even on a mean run. Weirdest tactics, man, I might give up. Why Ferreira always highest up? I'm baffled thinking always why this up. To watch a match, I gotta light this up. I used to get gas when I saw there's a match in sight. Now I'm just seeing a draw and then hearing you saying that we got the tactics right. Like that is bright. After a year and a half of believing all of the quotes that you say are misleading. Too many shots to be faced, now we're bleeding. How many times do we flop and we're leading? Now we're just sitting there praying you're leaving. Sorry and now you just had a bad evening. I'm sorry and now you just had a bad evening. After a year and a half of believing all of the quotes that you say are misleading. Too many shots to be faced, now we're bleeding. How many times do we flop and we're